And we are off. The streams will be synced up momentarily. Jay going for the mix. Hopefully we can see it. And I have very much cursed Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland 1-1 wheel mixes. I don't know if I've actually commentated a successful wheel mix out of like the 4 or 5 that I've seen. So maybe I'm just highly cursed. But we're getting some powerless. I don't know how comfortable Jayhawker is with the powerless World 1. But not too far behind Faster. Hopefully the streams will sync up shortly. So, here, synced up, and we're going to use a double star to kill this Poppy Bros right here. Poppy Bro, Poppy only child, if you will. Most mini-bosses in the... Oh, perfect enemy jumps right there from Jayhawker. The most early game mini-bosses have enough health to be killed with a double star, which you can get by inhaling any 2 enemies, whether or not they have an ability. And you can just spit it back out, and it kills a lot of mid-bosses, mini-bosses, whatever you want to call them. And they are very much even right now. And this is a very cool sync we have going on here. And I'm not talking about a kitchen sink. So here we have Burning, which is, well, because Jay missed the wheel mix, our first movement enhancing ability in this game. Pretty much just sling forward, your face is invincible, and you're also on fire, hence Burning. Oh no! That's a lost Burning right there. Luckily he can pick up another one in this next room. He's gotten, oh, very close to getting sniped there. And Faster is able to pick up the Burning. But for the most part, you're invincible during the attack. Only in the first few frames of startup and the very end of it are you vulnerable. Your fiery butt actually does damage, and we use it to kill Frosty here. So we kind of just slam our face into the wall until things work. Which is a very productive formula for succeeding in life. Kappa Pride. Ooh! And a death right there for Faster. That's not helping him at all. Probably got jittery. Expected the Kabu to move or something, but not happening today. Very unfortunate for the runner. He's not going to have Burning for the invincibility candy room. However, he's able to pick up NIDL, which does kill the Wispy Woods faster. However, it's slower to use NIDL. Although it does kill Wispy faster, you want to keep Burning for 2-1 and 2-2, because it is much faster than not having any ability. So yeah, we're just going to watch NIDL shred this tree. He's not going to be able to do anything. He's just going to sit there and take it. Amazing first boss. Perfect game design. Yeah. So, you know, stick it to him with the pointy end, slam your face against him. You know. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. So as you saw Jay's movement in that last room, you could see why Burning is so important there. And we're going to see Faster, like, have to do that powerless, which is kind of annoying, or he's going to grab Tornado. Another option. So after Jayhawker gets this Warp Star, he's going to try to get a Double Star using his dropped ability and an enemy on screen, so he can instantly kill this King Wheelie. Very textbook from Jay. Now we have Wheel. We wanted to see it in World 1, however, the mix was not being nice to Jay. He did not get it, and instead he got Mike. Yeah, Kirby actually becomes Michael when he gets that ability. It's very weird. However, it's wheel. Like, you can go as long as you want, as long as you don't hit any walls. So it's a step up from burning in that you don't have any downtime, but while you're turning, you don't have any invincibility, and you can't jump, like in games like Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, or Kirby Squeak Squad, and a few others. Faster heading into 2-3, Jayhawker heading into this Meta Knights arena. So if you kill the Knights in a certain order, then you are guaranteed to get the next one to spawn. So it's like, as long as you know the order, you can kill them quickly. Jayhawker with a little mistake right there. He's able to clean it up. Although it could have been faster, just from is the traditional route. There's some faster stuff that's been discovered recently with this boom in routing and wheel mixing and everything, courtesy of Marsh, MK Cocoon, Sniper_SR, and a few others. Jay is grabbing Spark, very similar to NIDL. FasterSuperSonic doing the intended speedrunning route of that fight. But Spark, just like NIDL, absolutely eviscerates bosses, mid-bosses included. We do not discriminate, we just kill everything. It's kind of like a Godzilla mantra. Sliding off of ledges is slightly faster, so we see Jay doing that right there. Faster getting the kill on TikTok. It's an unbelievably free fight, which is very nice. When you use the wheel strat there, which is much more advanced, much harder, and not like race safe or friendly or any of that, there's a lot more skill that goes into it, a lot more reactions. However, that's not a problem now as both runners used Spark. We have wheel back with Jay. This next room, like, a lot of wheel jumps. If you want to see wheel jumps, watch a Kirby Squeak Squad run. Oh, let me tell you about wheel jumps. And here we have high jump. So high jump is half of wheel jumps in Kirby Squeak Squad, but in this game it's its own ability. You pretty much have get shot up really high really quickly, and you do a lot of damage with it as well. So high jump actually has two attacks, one on the initial jump and one on the cancel. If you press the attack button in midair as you're jumping, right there, you'll see those little blue circle and stars fly. It's actually an attack as well. You do damage with it. It's very cool. The closer you stand to paintball, the more damage you do. Good reaction there from Jayhawker to start moving left and not get hit by paint roller. I fall victim to that a lot, and should probably learn, take a page out of Jayhawker's book on that. So, Butter Building is World 3. Arguably one of the most difficult levels in the, or worlds in the game. Oh, great TikTok kill from Jay. Let's see how Faster handles it. So, like many buildings are, it's tall. And you have to go upwards a lot, which makes high jump quintessential. Faster doing a good job to avoid paint roller, but unfortunately not getting the single cycle. And 3-2 is an extremely infamous level in the game because you have to fight Bugsy. Bugsy's one of the more difficult mini-bosses in this game, because if you get hit, he grabs you and either yeets you across the room or like absolutely humiliates you, and down throws you. Tech chases you across all the way. Very slow grabs, very annoying. You don't want to see it happen. It's like wishing that your worst enemy steps on a Lego. Faster having a bit of trouble with this TikTok fight. Typical of me. And let's see how Jay handles this Bugsy here, if he drives down about a building or not. Ooh, great hit with that aerial spin attack. And that one as well. Bugsy just likes to get barely out of your range. Jayhawker standing pixels away from Bugsy's grab box, and he's able to clutch it out. Not the fastest, but it very much could have been slower. Very good job from Jay there. Klappa. And, you know, we use Sword for that Bugsy fight because Sword does a lot of damage, has a massive hitbox. But you can also use High Jump for it. That's what all the cool kids like Rox are doing. Shoutouts to Rox, shoutouts to Italy. But it's hard, and it's somewhat slower typically, but it has potential to be faster. Sword is very typically accepted and used. Oh, and that's a grab there on FasterSuperSonic. Cannot speak today. Both runners in very challenging fights. Oh, that's a back throw. Let's see how Jay handles this Meta Knights Arena. Also somewhat difficult because some of them can move randomly, you can get hit, yada yada yada, don't die. So Jay taking a hit there, does not want to, of course, because when do you ever want to get hit in a game like this? So, if you get hit with any ability, like, while you have an ability in this game, 100% of the time you're going to drop it. It's not like Kirby Superstar Ultra, where there's a chance. In this game, you just drop it. Also, you know, quantized health. Everything does 1 damage to you. Nothing does 2. Nothing does half. Nothing wonky, unless you like fall in a pit and instantly die. The level that Jayhawker's in right now, you know, not that exciting. You get invincibility candy, walk through everything, kill everything. It's very, 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 very straightforward. Let's see if Jayhawker tries to kill his Crash Bomber here, or if he waits it out. Oh, he goes for the kill and he gets it. You always have to wait longer than you think to hit that one. FasterSuperSonic going to this Meta Knights Arena with 2 health. Let's see how he handles it. He does the drop strat. Somewhat older strat. Somewhat easier, I guess you could say. But, messes up right there. Oop. And, ooh, he dies to the last one. He just barely misses the enemy's hurt box, and he gets hit by the mace. Very unfortunate. You have to do the whole fight over again. And now he doesn't have high jump. Luckily, he will get high jump back in the next level. And even if you do lose high jump, there's a backup one in the museum in the world. But that's a unfortunate and sadly costly time loss there for Faster. Let's see what Jayhawker does. Will he guess the superior moon crew? Yes, of course he does. And you know, sun goes up, but... sorry, moon goes up, sun... It's just how it is. But, you know, the fact that he guessed moon crew, kudos to him. Thank you very much. Easy game. Easy clap. GG. So there's a big debate on what you should do in the Shine and Bright fight, sun and moon, whatever you want to call it. Everyone knows what you mean. So there are 3 camps. The 2 fun ones are Sun and Moon. I personally am part of the Moon crew, and there's also the Sun Squad or Sun Gang. They can't even figure out a name because they're bad. But Moon crew, you know, classic, the bigger one, more representatives, higher level representatives. And, oh yeah, the 3rd camp, staying in the middle, not guessing, which is boring, lame, possibly optimal, but most importantly, not fun. So we guess. We all have our own reasons for guessing. I personally guess moon, because my very first word as a kid was moon, so I'm like, oh, well, time to guess moon, of course. And, you know, everyone else guesses moon, so, like, just how it is. I roll with those people. You know, Kinnan, Shasta, Jayhawker. I think Quill goes moon as well. But, like, Moon Crew. FasterSuperSonic in the dark room, one of the 3 dark rooms in the game. You can light them up by getting the light ability, which is the ability given by those sunglasses Halo guys. Halo dudes, if you will. Shoutouts to Halo Dude. But yeah, they're not extremely useful. Especially if you know where things are. Faster, not guessing, but it's Moon, of course. Showing that the Moon crew is, you know, like, present here in this race, in spirit, in chat, and in commentary, and in the RNG of this seed that Faster has. Jayhawker going into the blimp. A very simple level, very forward. As long as you just time your high jump well and hit that sword enemy, hey, you're not going to have any problems. But you could have some problems. But you know, I trust Jay. I'll see him hit the sword enemy. Yeah. If you play it safe, then you're almost guaranteed. Yep, there he goes. There he hits it. Excellently done. Exquisite. FasterSuperSonic just sliding through the bottom there. Good on him. Well, I haven't talked about Tornado. Used a few times throughout the run. It's very similar in concept to Burning. There's a long period of invulnerability, but you're vulnerable at the end. And you can control your height with this. Doesn't have exactly the fastest XY movement, but it's faster than running, I believe. I do not have exact numbers on that. Jayhawker, no wheel mix. Very typical conservative safe strats right here. Boring safe strats that I do. And I'm trying to bring to the top level. GG, let's go, boys. And old Cobra PBs as well. Like the PB before his recent one. His like insane, well, it was like 38 something. Legend. RIP Cobral's DS. Pray for him. Raise him funds. Just buy him a new DS. Honestly. I think it was a fat DS if anyone wants to invest in that. For our beloved runner. With a capture card, of course. With a capture card. Jayhawker. Killing that fan there. Pretty easy fight. Faster. Killing those Poppy Bros right there. It can get stupidly... It can get kind of stupid. Kind of weird and complicated. We don't like that. Old route used to use throw. We're probably for 4-5. We're probably going to see Faster get that. You can get throw by inhaling fan or mixing for it. That's the only two ways to get it. It's kind of exclusive. It's like you can only get throw from fan. You can only get like what is it? Backdrop from Bugsy. You can only get hammer from Bonkers, or mixing them all, of course. Everything is available for mix, except for Star Rod. Faster taking Spark through that room. Somewhat safer, I guess you could say, but of course, slower. Jayhawker dealing with that Meta Knight's fight very well. Dealing with the Kaizo Bronto Burt well. The man is on fire. All puns intended. The frogs in this level that Jay's in right now suck, and they're very annoying, and they want to kill you and ruin your run just like that. Just like that little idiot frog did right there. Frogs in real life, they're cool. Frogs in this game, irredeemable, awful, out for blood. There's a lot of things you could call them, but this is a family-friendly stream, and I respect that. Faster killing fan right there, and grabbing throw. Let's see if Jay gets early high jump. He does not. He will get high jump in the Krakow fight. That's a soft reset right there from Jay. Soft resetting pretty much is this as if you just enter the file from... Oh, soft reset there from Faster. You just enter the game, full health, 2 lives. It only wastes about 4 seconds. Faster is soft reset on JP as well. That's kind of unavailable if you do Virtual Console, if you're a V cheater, although DS is actually faster. Oh yes, and that is a good 6-6 Krako from Jayhawker. So Krako takes exactly 6 high jumps and 6 high jump cancels to kill, and if you get all of them, it is very nice, very clean, and very smooth. (5-1) Jayhawker's in it right now. Some call it the easiest level in the game, some call it the freest level in the game. Well, you know what? They're right. It's ridiculously easy, like you can do it with your eyes closed in most cases. Oh. Pause the stream there accidentally. Ming. And we're back. Yep, there's a frog hitting faster. (5-2), a bit more demanding of you, and our first instance of ball. Many people don't use ball in their initial playthrough just because it's like so hard to use. It's very unwieldy, very hard to, not exactly intuitive, but once you figure it out, you realize that this is the most damage per attack in the game. You could probably do the highest damage per second with it as well, and it is pretty busted. It 2-hits mini bosses. Just like that. Good bonkers from Jay. Textbook, classic, novel, Great Gatsby, whatever else you want to call it. FasterSuperSonic in Krako right now. High jump. So they pretty much make you get high jump in this Krako level. Like they put them there, and then they put 20-something platforms above you. So it's just like, hey, if you don't use high jump, let's put all these enemies here, and you should probably get it. And if you don't, then drop it and get high jump. And we really want you to get high jump in this level. In the same way that the room that Jayhawker's going into right now, there's 4 wheel enemies. Like, what do you think that the game developers want you to get? Of course they want you to get that wheel. Look at this, and it's, you know, perfectly spaced for wheel. And it's still perfectly spaced for wheel. And not to mention perfectly spaced for wheel. Now, something that the game developers probably didn't want or didn't think about happening was Shaw's turns, which we're going to see probably right here. Oh yeah. It's a good Shaw's turn. Very good. Only one puff right there. Very, very good from Jay. Very hard to do as well, I believe. Faster in 5-1. 5- free. Another Meta Knight's fight. People have different ways of doing this one. I feel like this one is the least agreed upon method of, like, killing them all. That one or the 6-6 one. Ball swag is free. Jayhawker is showcasing that to us right now. Just how dang free ball swag is. Rocks ball right here. Oh, does not charge up all the way. He doesn't go full Super Saiyan. He just gets the blonde hair, though. It's kind of weird. Everyone's gonna look at him with, like, blonde hair and be like, yo, did you die? And he's gonna be like, no, couldn't charge up Super Saiyan all the way. Sorry, guys. Ball swag is very hard because you have to, like, jump on a few certain pixels. But when you get it, it looks pretty cool and it saves time. But again, really hard. So it's an argument whether or not it's swag or a strat. Jayhawker not doing Chooch Ball. Instead doing, I guess it's J-Ball now. That was J-Ball, ladies and gentlemen. Fireline, 2 hits to kill with ball. We grab Burning again because it goes fast. Good burning spacing right here from Jay. Good to not get hit. FasterSuperSonic in the wheel room. Ooh, faster falling that little tile gap right there. An annoying pitfall. So yeah, the room that Jay's in right now as well, the developers are very so let you know that, hey, you should probably get wheel here. It's probably going to be useful for this room, and the next room, and the next room. But it's really subtle, and only, like, finally astute Kirby players are able to see it. And Jayhawker going for the hammer mix. So that is an instant mix. If you inhale both the enemies and then hold down an A at the same time, then you get the second ability on the mix wheel, which, if you inhale a wheel first, a wheel enemy first, a wheelie, then you're guaranteed to have hammer second. So it's very much free. And anyone and everyone should be doing it. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Gotta do it now. FasterSuperSonic not going for ball swag. Not entirely surprised about that. Charging up, getting that rocks ball right there. Charging up extra hard. Gets all the way to the top. Good from him. And Jay also in World 6. Oop, Jayhawker getting hit there. Very much want to keep burning in this room. A lot of enemies, which makes it very difficult. A lot of weird movement patterns from them. Let's see if Faster does Chooch Ball. Nope. Much simpler. So I don't know what ability Jayhawker's going to try and do World 6. The traditional strategy here is using Tornado and keeping it all the way through. But recently, there has been a surprise wheel mix figured out for it, and it saves some time. But you have to hit a mix. There's also, you can also use burning for some part of it as well. Yep, and it looks like he's going to go for wheel mix then, since he kept burning past that tornado enemy right there. Trying to regain his spacing there as he fell down, did not want to. FasterSuperSonic in the subtle wheel room. And Jayhawker gets the wheel mix, very good from him. So now he's going to have to fight Bonkers with wheel. It's a much harder fight than with Tornado because right there, as you saw, he got hit while still in wheel form. He was in the turning animation. That does not have invincibility on it, which is very annoying. It's not like in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, where wheel is busted and invincible, and as long as you stay in wheel, you win, basically. FasterSuperSonic getting the instant mix. You can actually mix for ball off those two wheelies, but again, it's not an instant mix, so it's harder right off the bat. And you have to basically, and then, you know, learn the ball fight on Heavy Mole. So FasterSuperSonic into World 6, Jayhawker. Wheeling through all this. Oh, that was a very good timing on his wheel right there. Ooh, great job right there from Jayhawker to avoid that Gordo. And Jayhawker is in the Nut Shack right now. I've been calling this room the Nut Shack as long as I've been commentating, and I intend to keep it up for as long as I commentate. So, it's the Nut Shack. It's the Nut Shack. And World 6 is difficult, where you really don't want to lose your ability at all in it, because, or at least it was more imperative with Tornado. There's a few backup mixes, I believe, for Wheel, but I'm not as well versed in that. FasterSuperSonic getting hit by that Crash Bomber explosion, right? It has a range, but it's not actually visible to the human eye, so you just kind of have to know where you have to be for that. And in this situation, you have to kill him or else you get hit. But that room that Jay went through right there, that is why we need Wheel. That is just makes it so imperative. FasterSuperSonic getting Tornado, so we're going to see the more traditional, safer, older strats, you could say. Great movement right there from Jayhawker, dealing with the UFO room, one of the more annoying ones, because all these stupid little flying saucers move randomly. Jayhawker almost falling in the pit of death! And now we're going to want at least one Frosty to drop an ice cube. Both of them do. Exquisite. Good movement right there from Faster, getting through that first room. And I believe Tornado fight against Bonkers is much easier. Oh, not getting the last hit right there on that second spin, but he's able to get up. Very good spacing with that Tornado right there as well. Jayhawker in this Meta Knights fight, I probably should be talking about this, considering it's arguably one of the hardest Meta Knight fight in the game. Meta Knights, plural, because of the ice physics. Soft reset right there from Jay. You can't inhale or jump or do anything else while turning, so it's really hard, and ice physics make your turn much longer. Ooh, Meta Knight blocking a few times on Jay, attacking a few times. Very annoying. Jayhawker not getting good luck at all with this Meta Knight. He looks like he might have to soft reset at this pace. That is one of the unluckiest Meta Knight fights I've actually ever seen. And none of that blame can be placed on Jay, by the way. That was all really, really, really bad patterns from Meta Knight. Yeah, that's a soft reset right there if I've ever seen one. Good heads-up play right there. And grabbing the backup sword up there. Very reasonable from Jay. FasterSuperSonic in the Nut Shack. It's the Nut Shack. It's the Nut Shack. So this big room right here, we're gonna get another instant mix from Jay for Ball. As I said again, very strong. And 7-2 being the mini boss like tower will be very useful because it shreds enemies. Very, very effective at killing stuff. And it's just a ball. Like, what? Is Ball in any other games besides Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland and Kirby's Adventure? This game is based on Kirby's Adventure for the NES, for those of you who don't know. Most rooms are very much the same. Some slightly changed. This game fixed a lot of the physics as well, balanced a lot of the abilities. Made it so Tornado isn't actually completely 100% busted. Oh, very good play around that bad Bugsy pattern from Jay. The walk-back charge from Bugsy is probably the worst one that is the worst pattern you can get, I believe. And Jay with an amazing 7-2 right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was amazing. Jayhawker coming out of 7-2 with a terrific time. (7-3) is pretty free, so FasterSuperSonic comes on you right now. Let's see how he handles this Meta Knights fight. Oh yeah, there's also the hitboxes on all the platforms are kind of weird. Oh, that's a jump from the spear guy. Not getting hit was, I think, the bottom line there. Well taken from FasterSuperSonic. He gets through, and It's asking a lot to get through 6-6 very quickly. Just getting through there normally is fine. So, goal games. I realize I haven't talked about those yet. You want to get the lowest possible number because then Kirby spends the least time in the air. And mashing A or B does not help. Oop, and a good Meta Knight's fight there from Faster. You just want to get the lowest possible thing you can get. And over like the course of the run, because there's 40-something levels, it really can add up. So you want to get good at goal games. You can press either A or B to launch yourself to get the 7. And when you get 7, the message on the sign says, press A. But we did. We really did press A. We pressed A to fail, which succeeds. In a speedrunning sense of the thing. Great job from Jay there to eke by that Gordo. Let's see how Faster deals with this block room right here. And he's getting caught up. Oh, no, he's able to kill it. Oh, and that Waddle D falls right over his head. Instant mix time. And that mix is instantaneous. Flying over everything. We saw Jay bounce through the room where Faster is in right now. But just puffing over it is fully respectable, I believe. Keeping Spark into the wheelie fight is advised, because if you don't get the optimal pattern, you can still kill him very fast. Oh, Faster taking a hit right there. 7-2. And another hit in Bonkers, unfortunate. Good job hitting him on the right side, so he flies to the left. And a good fan right there from Faster to match Jay's. Oop, getting final bossed by the door. The door actually, while it's 2 tiles high, you can only enter if you press up on the bottom tile. Terrific Bugsy right there from Faster. Textbook. And a very good fire line right there. Also textbook from Faster. And overall, both runners have very good 7-2s. Jayhawker in 7-6 with the wheel ability. 7-6 is a throwback to Kirby's Dream Land, which tournament wrapped up a few months ago. Didn't want to see it again because it's RNG hell game, but they figured out a way to make it not RNG. Shoutouts to Speedman. But it's very imperative to keep wheel through, especially that Scarfy room right there. You really want to keep wheel all the way through 7-6, and there's quite a few places in which you can lose it. So here, this mix upcoming for Jay is not actually an instant mix, but the ability right after that, so you have to time it, but it's one of the— oh no! He gets stoned by accident. It's one of the easier mixes in the game. But there's an easy backup in 7-4. Right when you enter, you can get a ball. He was mixing for ball, by the way. I did not specify that. Apologies. Yeah, it's one of the least practiced mixes in the game. Just because it's kind of really easy. And I'm really not trying to talk down on Jay for that. Oh, he got the suck from DDD, which is good. Oh, then he actually received the suck from DDD, which is not good. And he's able to catch DDD's bounce right there. If you stay in ball, I believe the cutscene after DDD is shorter. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I am. And Jayhawker on the orb fight. We call this fight orb because you fight an orb. And you're also in space. FasterSuperSonic down to 1 health. Orb does the same patterns. Oh, Orb taking a death to the Gordo there. I'm going to guess it was intentional, because at the very beginning of the room there, I myself have taken a decent amount of intentional deaths there, especially in the past, especially in races. But Jayhawker with a good Orb fight right there. Orb does the same attacks in the same order every single time. So you know what to do, you just have to mash. Like, you really just have to mash, my guy. And Nightmare, probably one of the less exciting final bosses in the Kirby series, because he does the same attacks in the same order every single time. FasterSuperSonic getting the 2 there. He is going to the moon. Again, as I said, you wanted 7s, not high. We're playing like baseball scores, not golf scores. Oop, okay, I thought Jay might have missed that hit right there, but luckily he's able to get there in time. Oh no, Faster falling in the hole in the wheel room, and he's alive? He lived that? How did he live that? What did he just do? He's gonna grab the burning backup. That's a good idea right there. But I don't know how he lived that. That should have been impossible. GG's to Jayhawker. I'm sorry, I was popping off after Faster saved that. I don't know how that happened. But good game to Jayhawker with a 40-31, an extremely respectable time, an extremely respectable race time. And Faster looking to get as close to that pin as possible. Bocce style, to continue with the sports analogies. So, unfortunately not being able to take wheel into 7-6. Oh, GG's if I haven't already said that. Follow Jayhawker, please. I don't know if !R is working in chat right now, but type it anyway. Follow Jayhawker. You are, as a SpeedGaming 2 viewer, contractually obliged to follow all the runners. It's part of the Geneva Convention. Me following, optional. I stream this game. And Faster losing burning in that past room. Unfortunate. Grabbing that maximum tomato there. 7-6 can actually be kind of difficult to go through quickly without wheel. So let's see if Faster gets the mix right here. Oh, he doesn't even go for it. The legend does not go for it. He's just going back into 7-4. Much safer. Let's see how he kills EDD. And he takes a hit there. Get behind him. And that suck there is good. 42-54 fade out, so he's probably looking at a high 44. Maybe somewhere in the range of 44-40 to 45. Faster on the orb fight, I already explained. It's pretty straightforward, just keep mashing. If you're worried about your health, then you can just wait at the back. Having at least 2 health going to the wizard fight is just really safe. With 1 health, you might be a bit worried, because you actually can get sniped. But 3 health, very easy. He should be able to take this very quickly. Jay, if you would like to hop in the Discord for interviews, you may.
Hey, Chooch.
Hey, Jay. Good race today.
Thanks.
I know that there was some mistakes you made right in there, but you were very close to your personal best.
Yeah, I had a lot of weird mistakes that I don't usually make, especially in the first part of the game, but Worlds 4 and 5 are really good. World 6 was decent until Meta Knight gave me like the worst pattern I've ever seen.
Oh, Faster missed the last hit right there. Unfortunate.
Ah, rip.
but he's able to get the one right after that. That only costs him about 4 seconds.
Yeah, you got this.
It was
GG.
a good fight from FasterSuperSonic, ending the time with a 44.57, sub 45, at the higher end of my estimate, but still in there.
Yeah, it was a good race.
It was a good race.
I also golded 7.4 and 7.5
Clearly
by a
not hyping
lot.
yourself up enough. 44 is a very respectable time.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time.
Now let's see if Faster would like to head in there and talk about anything. But yeah. I just think that most things that you did were clean, but like you said, weird mistakes. Like it wasn't the normal things.
Yeah, like I messed up Shine and Bright like really, really badly.
Yeah, I noticed that one as well. But the thing is, like, the second that you get hit by one of them, you're like, oh, so this is how it ends.
Yeah, like I was doing kind of okay up until then. And then, like, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, the thing is that you get set up right in your spot, because, like, they have very easy hitboxes to hit, but then they take, like, an inch of a step towards you, and then, like, suddenly you hit them, like, after your second hit, and then they're all walking around, and a bunch of other shenanigans happen, and it's like, you enter panic mode, because, like, this isn't in the script.
Right, yeah. I think the big issue with, like, that in particular was, I was just really slow for some reason. Like, I did my first 2 hits on Sun, and then he already started charging before I could get the 3rd hit.
Yeah.
And people that I did not know what to do.
Like, oh, I'm so, like, slow and bad at this game. It's like, no, you actually have to get between them quickly to make it count, or else it doesn't work. There are actual strategies in this where it's like, yeah, if you're actually not fast at this, it does not work.
Oh yeah, and also in 6-1, I messed up, like, the burning room, which I'm normally really good at.
Yeah.
I just made, like, weird mistakes.
Yeah, you were able to clean it up very easily, but I pointed that out as well. I was like, oh, he looks like he did not want to fall down to that platform, but you readjusted yourself very well.
Yeah. I figured out where I was supposed to be, at least, and pulled it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, you know, really close to my PB. Is still a good race time.
Yeah. Yeah. That 6-1 burning room is, it really gets you, because all the, enemy movements are, like, pretty sporadic. And there's a bunch of birds that move up and down. The frogs. Like, hate the frogs.
Oh my gosh. Frogs are the worst in this game.
Oh, yeah. When you went into, I think it's 4-5, the one where you start and have to go in, like, that little frog room right before the TikTok fight. I believe that's 4-5.
4-6.
I was just like, as I was commenting, I was like, frogs in this game are not your friends, and all they try to do is mess you up, and then you got hit by a frog. I was like, just like this, people, just like this.
It's true. Alright.
Alright.
Well, I don't think I have anything else to say about that. GG, FSS. He made it into bracket, so that's cool.
Yep, both runners are in brackets, so we'll be seeing more of them. Shoutouts to MK Cocoon for organizing this whole tournament.
Heck yeah.
Shoutouts to SpeedGaming for hosting all this. And anti-shoutouts to this pool play system.
Oh man. Well, it should have worked out.
We wish it worked out.
Without the forfeits, it would have worked out better. But, you know, we made it through.
That's an unfortunately high attrition rate.
Hype for bracket, that starts tomorrow.
Well, doesn't Halo still have his race?
I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but I think Funky and Cocoon are already scheduled for tomorrow.
Okay. Wow. So, the Zelda 1 rando, it seems like it's going to be next on SpeedGaming 1, although it's not exactly filled in on the schedule. If you stay on SpeedGaming 2, there will be the new Super Mario Bros. Wii tournament for the next hour, and I myself, personally, very much plan to stay here and watch that, because I'm actually very interested in that speedrun. So, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for listening to my stupid rambling. and calling me a good commentator.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
is
yeah,
it faster?
Hi,
Hey, GG.
Okay.
GG.
Good game.
How was FSS's run? I wasn't watching the stream much.
Well,
A few similar like you're saying, odd mistakes that don't always happen, and of course they happen in a race setting. Ended up with a high 44.
I did see the final time. I saw a little bit of chat at the beginning. Did you die in World 1?
yeah.
Oh man, that's gotta shake you up for the rest of the run, huh?
Well, yeah, at least for worlds like 2 or 3, it probably did.
Yeah, well, GG's for finishing. Still a sub 45. That's still a good time.
Yeah.
Congrats on making bracket also.
Yep, both runners in bracket. So again, like I said earlier, we'll be seeing more of these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's it. Enjoy the stuff coming up next on SpeedGaming. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for bracket.
Yep, I will see you guys tomorrow for bracket as well. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Yeah.
And you'll probably hear more of me, and you'll definitely see bracket. GG's, QQ's, buenos dias. Peace out.